Hey everybody, great to be back with you. We had a fabulous weekend studying Colossians chapter 1 verses 9 through 14 and had the opportunity of hearing the Apostle Paul's actual prayer and the challenge to pray more for others. And you've got some great questions that are in front of you, and Pastor Scott has put them together as he usually does in a fabulous way. Give you the opportunity to interact, to talk about how you pray for people and how God has answered some of those prayers. I just wanted to give you one additional challenge if I can. Over the decades, I've kept the prayer journal, and in it I keep my actual prayers for people, the requests, the date that I began asking for the Lord's intervention, for the Lord's involvement in these situations, and the answers when the Lord has given them. Some of these things I've been praying about, as I mentioned, for decades, and the Lord still hasn't answered yet. And we just have these records, if you will, for ourselves in order to encourage us. And I don't know whether you've kept a prayer journal, but I wanted to encourage you, if you haven't, to just start writing down your prayers, start communicating with the Lord and keeping some kind of a record of it. You'll be able to look back on it, what you asked, and then when the Lord has answered your prayers, they'll also have some deep, deep encouragement. On the front of my prayer journal, I have a prayer of Francis Drake. And it's a challenging comment that I didn't have time to share in the message that I wanted to share with you now. It simply says this: forgive us, Lord, when we are too well pleased with our own selves, when our dreams have come true because we have dreamed too little, when we arrive safely because we have sailed too close to the shore. Disturb us, Lord, when with the abundance of things we possess, we have lost our thirst for the waters of life. Having fallen in love with this life, we have ceased to dream of eternity. And in our efforts to build a new earth, we've allowed our vision of the new heaven to dim. Disturb us, Lord, to dare more boldly to venture on wider seas where storms will show your mastery, where losing sight of the land, we shall find the stars. We ask you to push back the horizons of our hopes and to push in the future in strength, courage, hope, and love. I think of that often in relation to my prayers. Lord, what am I asking you for? And maybe even more importantly, what am I not asking you for? Have I been bold enough? Have I been direct enough? The prayer in Colossians 1 verses 9 through 14 is a bold prayer that you and I need to continue to ask as we press forward away from the shore into the difficulties of life and asking for the Lord to show himself powerful in intervening in our situations and circumstances. So I thank the Lord that you're continuing to champion this biblical value of connecting to each other, and I hope that you'll especially take some good time to pray for each other and for the spiritual dimension of life as well. So enjoy your time. I'll look forward, Lord willing, to being back with you next week. God bless you.